From an upcycled jail to Henry Ford's yacht, explore the world of eclectic, sustainable homes on EarthxTV's House of What? And today I got host Chris Grundy, who's going to talk about some quirky and unique dwellings. What's up, Chris?
I'm doing well, and I love the way you say the name of the show. Well, how's the
House of what? So
exactly?
talk about this Lake Erie when you turn Henry Ford's yacht into a home, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So Henry Ford had built this huge barge to travel around the Great Lakes, and there's a car dealership, or the guy who owned the car dealership, who bought the boat, cut off the front end, put it on a cliff, and that is now his home. He has rebuilt the inside of it and upcycled it. But yeah, from the outside, it's the front of the boat, and it's a house he didn't have to build. It's already built. Now it's on the cliff.
Wow. Now, wait a minute. I know
Yeah.
technology has been introduced to us. We got AI, but wait a minute. A 3D home in Austin? Talk about that, man.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I'll tell you, yeah, it is just what you think. It is a huge crane, and the material is moved around in that pattern and built up in levels. It even builds windows into the pattern. I mean, it's amazing. But what's really great about it is when you're doing traditional construction work, you lose about 30% of your profit, or the material or money because of waste. We waste so much. And with 3D printing, there's almost no waste. It's all computerized. It's ready to go. It's great insulator. It's great to build with. I mean, it's gonna be big. It's a pretty cool deal.
I'm looking forward to, man. Are they cheap?
They're not cheap in the sense of the material, but you use less. It's going to last you longer. You're going to save so much on your heating and cooling bills. It's a great insulator. So yeah, up front it's going to cost you a little more, but again, if you had to add 30% to that, plus what's coming next for the next 30 years,
Right.
yeah, it's a great deal.
Okay, it's a great savings. Now, this doesn't surprise me
Mhm.
a little bit. This next one, a potato home in Idaho.
Yeah. So this was one of those state fair gargantuan potatoes that toured the country. And once they were done touring, they hollowed that joker out and powered it up and treated the outside and built out the inside and put the outhouse out back. I'm telling you, it is amazing. There's no windows. There's one door, but you are a potato spud for as long as you want to be.
With the outhouse in the back.
The outhouse, and the outhouse is beautiful. I mean, it is a walk-in steam shower, custom tile job. I mean, this is a beautiful place. It's out in the middle of Idaho, and you're in a potato.
Oh my God. All right, this next one. What's this quake-proof fish house in Berkeley? What's that about?
So yeah, the designer of the house had some elderly parents, and there's earthquakes and stuff out there all the time, and so he wanted to build a house they could be completely safe in, and so he built this house. It's so durable. Like you said, earthquake proof, fireproof. He didn't even put stairs in it. He built ramps in it so that people could just come straight down and get out of the house if they needed to. Plus, he had elderly parents who didn't want stairs. It is a brick. It's built like a brick, you know what house. You know what I'm saying? It is. You can't even get Wi-Fi through the doors, through the windows, or sorry, through the walls because it's so thick. It's amazing. I'm telling you, wonderful, wonderful stuff.
All right, this one I think is very interesting. No pun intended. So talk about the upscale jail in New Orleans.
I was afraid to go because I don't want them to keep me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's a house in New Orleans. It used to be a police station, and because it's New Orleans, so much of that culture is inside the house as well. There's so many artists and so many creative people in Louisiana, and it's in the house. There's still like the police tape and some of the greats that would separate police from the public and stuff. That's in there too, and it's such a beautiful place. Bed and breakfast, great food, great owners. It is a cool spot if you ever get a chance. Bed and breakfast, check it out.
Some brothers probably will. So
Yeah, probably seen it before.
Yeah. All right. Now, one thing I got to talk to you about. I'm in the Midwest, and
Yes,
this is
sir.
called Tornado Alley. So,
Hmm.
is there a possibility of maybe a tornado-proof house in Missouri and Kansas and Ohio?
Yeah, your best bet is the house in Berkeley. Give it a low profile. It is, I mean, it's tough as nails, and you put that in there with the rounded edges. It's not going to catch the wind's not going to catch those eaves or anything like that. I'm telling you, that could be your answer right there.
Wow. Chris, kind of
Hmm.
curious, what's your background?
So I was with Second City for a while, and while I was there, one of the producers had seen me from HGTV, and so, hey, do you have any experience? I was like, well, yeah, I've done construction before, whatever. Okay, let's talk about it. And so we ended up coming up with a couple of shows and doing it that way, and so yeah, I've done construction shows for a while, but a lot of the improv that we did when I'm on set with people, it's so fun to have fun with people. And so a lot of that comes in as well. But yeah, I just really enjoy it.
So, one last question, Chris. When you gonna come to St. Louis?
Well, you know what? I got a dear friend, Michelle Beisner works. She lives out there, and yeah, she works for ESPN. She does the Monday Night Football stuff, and so we're close friends. And so I'm gonna come out there, and you and I are gonna hang out when I get out there. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm gonna take you to Sugar Fire, some of the best barbecue in St. Louis. All right.
Done, done. And what's that Crown place? The Crown,
Crown Candy.
um,
Yes, you gotta go to Crown
Crown,
Candy.
Crown,
Gotta go to Crown
Crown
Candy.
Candy.
Yep,
Love it.
definitely. All
Big
right.
time.
Been speaking with Chris Grundy. We've been talking about the House of What? And it's on Earth TVs. What days is it on?
Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern. And yeah, it's on EarthX TV.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend.
Thank you.